Hey guys, welcome to the DeCourcy Diaries podcast. I'm your host, Bryn, esthetician, entrepreneur, and lover of all things beauty and business. This is the space where we blend inspiration, education, and candid conversations to help you elevate your lifestyle. Whether you're building your career, seeking insight, or just here for the vibes, you're in the right place. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's explore the magic of life together. Hey guys, welcome back to the DeCourcy Diaries podcast. Woo-hoo. We are here with episode 25 today, which is a big, huge milestone because one, it's a lot of episodes, gotta give, pat on the back for that. But also 25 is like my golden year number. My birthday is May 25th, 5/25. I'm 25 this year. It's my golden year. I'm like, okay, 25 episodes. This one better be a freaking good one.
And it shall.
We haven't done a me and you episode, and it's been, I feel like, a little bit now. We've been a little lackluster with our consistency of posting as per usual. I feel like everyone that listens knows to expect. You get what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Soon we'll be so consistent. I'm like, new year, new me. So consistent.
Golden year.
Golden year. But so this is going to be a good one. Today's episode is all about the launch of our first guide. So a few episodes ago, I think it was 3 episodes ago, we did the launch of DeCourcy Academy. The episode was Classes in Session for anyone that wants to go back and listen. And that ran down the whole dynamic of our academy and what that's about and what to expect and little teasers. Now we are here today with the first launch of the actual first product. Yes. So exciting. This is crazy. I can't believe it's actually all happening. I've been working on this for so long, and I'll get into a little bit about the story of the creation of it later into the episode. So this episode disclaimer will be for anyone that is interested, whether it's estheticians, skincare lovers, people that are just interested in learning and hearing about how things in the beauty industry work, whatever. This episode should be pretty interesting for everyone. So everyone tune in and listen and see what beauty we have created. Okay, so before we get started, cheers, Olivia. We promised to ourselves before this episode that Olivia was going to have a setup and a camera next time. We've said that literally this whole time. I feel like we just need to do it. We just literally need to do it. We're having we want to be creative and create a cute set, and right now what we have is cute, but it needs to be cuter. It just needs to, we need to come harder. So we're gonna figure it out. And by the next episode you guys will see Olivia's lovely face.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it'll be an interesting dynamic for the video viewers. I feel like change of camera lens and stuff like that will be more interesting to watch. So yeah,
we're done really.
Oh, back. Cheers.
Clink.
Cheers. Clink, clink, clink. We have our Fair Cafe coffee per usual. Yes. I got a tiramisu latte. Olivia?
I got a banana bread with oat milk with caramel in it.
Little Bananas Foster moment.
Yeah. I freaked it.
I freaked it or whatever. All right, so the launch of the Esthetician Magician's Guidebook to Skincare, which is the ultimate skincare resource for both estheticians and skincare enthusiasts alike. We'll talk a little bit about the inspiration behind the guide, what's inside the guide, and how it benefits both estheticians and skincare enthusiasts. We'll also go into the launch details and how to join and be a participant in the DeCourcy Academy. So let's get into the story behind the guidebook. So I wanted to give a little background about just what inspired the creation of this for me. I know we've talked about it so many times, but we're in the era of just course guide. Let me show you how to, let me blah, 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 whatever. I know you guys all know, but my biggest fear was going into this. And this is why it's part of the reason why it's taken me so long to actually complete this is because of that misconception that it's a money grab or whatever. I wanted to make sure that me doing this was in my most authentic, genuine way, and it was an expression of not only sharing knowledge but sharing my creativity and my love for design and how that helps you learn better. And if you're a person like me and you're like a visual audio, you're like a mix of all the learners. Like I wanted to create something that works for everyone and is just very, very helpful in bridging the gap in whatever area you're in life, whether it's like wanting to learn more about skincare or diving into your aesthetics career and like actually offering facial services to clients. In the very beginning of like creating the conception, I shall say, of this guide was noticing a huge gap in between like aesthetic school and going to your career. So everyone that has been to aesthetic school or cosmetology school or any type of beauty program, you know, you're learning the bare minimum, like, and it's to no fault per se of the teachers. The teachers are really great and they do a great job like teaching you the textbook, but there's a huge discrepancy between like getting out of school and then going into the real world and seeing a client. And really everyone that you see today, esthetician wise, like they just did it. They just like chose to like do it and go see clients and gain experience through practice and things like that. But I just thought to myself how helpful it would be to have just like a cute, accessible, easy guide with references that I can go back to, keep in my treatment room, open up if a client has a question about an ingredient, protocols, safety, all the things. I was like, I just want essentially like a Bible for like my facial guide. Like I was like, I just need like a one big thing instead of all these like micro courses that are like, you know, you may take one that's extractions, one that's choosing skincare, whatever, and that's fine. But I wanted to somehow condense it all together, pack all of the punch in one guide and textbook, and at the same time make it cute and aesthetically pleasing. So hits all the marks. So yeah, first started by noticing a major gap between aesthetic school, what aesthetic school teaches, and then real world client needs. I also saw the struggle that new estheticians face when first starting out. And I wanted to create that go-to skincare resource that goes beyond just treatments and will help estheticians and everyday skincare lovers understand skin on a way deeper level. The journey of creating this guide was, again, super duper long. There's a few factors that go into why it took me so long. Long story short, it took me like 5 years, probably almost 6 to complete this guide. When I first started, it was like a baby conception idea of like, oh, like I just want to do courses. It wasn't like this skincare guide, because at that time I wasn't even really doing skincare like that. I was like more doing lashes, and I had graduated aesthetic school, but like my focus was lashes. So at the time it was like, I just want a, you know, online platform, education platform. Then it spiraled into like navigating which I thought would be like my big grand reveal product. And I thought skincare, because I was inspired by, I don't know if most people take, it's the like Milady textbook in aesthetic school. So I was like inspired by the idea of a textbook. I was like, that's super nice to be able to have to refer to. Like we even keep our Milady textbook upstairs here. Like yeah, it's upstairs under the desk. And like they have like a dictionary for ingredients and things like that. They have an exam review guide and things like that. And I just find that resources when it comes to like physical copies of books and things that you can refer to are super duper helpful. Backtrack to like, let's just say 5 years ago, started the idea, wrote down a bunch of different ideas of like different courses and guides that I wanted to create. And I go into a little bit of like a paralysis sometimes when I have like these Jimmy Neutron brain blast ideas and I'm like rapid fire. Like my notes app is insanity, but I'll go on these rapid fire and I'll like make full plans for everything. And then I'll almost go into like a paralysis because I'm like, I have too many ideas where I'm like, what do I do first? Like, how am I going to complete all of this? It gets overwhelming. Then I have like my ADD brain where it's like it's just a lot of things that goes into that. So that's part of the reason why it was so delayed, is fully my own fault of not, you know, pushing and staying as consistently dedicated as I should have.
It's
but
like decision paralysis.
Oh
my gosh, it happens all the time to me too.
Yeah, I don't know if it happens to everyone or if it's just like
I think
ADD,
it's an ADD
like
thing.
Yeah, it's really frustrating sometimes, but like the ideas are there. I have like a bajillion great, amazing ideas, but yeah, it's hard to like bring things to completion sometimes, especially when you're a perfectionist as well. So everything has to be perfect, calculated down to a T, and that is hard. Yeah, nothing's ever good enough when you're your own critic. So it's like super hard. So it's something like this where I'm working against the course guide extravaganza that we have right now where like everyone is doing it and like using it as like a money magnet. Two, I'm working against my own insecurities of like the imposter syndrome that we talk about all the time. That's so real. Even though I've been an esthetician for I started doing lashes in 2018. Like that's
crazy.
So long ago. Like I need to give myself the credit that I have a bunch of experience under my belt. But the imposter syndrome's real. And then also the research, time, and development is the main reason why this took so long. So those are like the inner working issues. But the main, core issue behind this is I was so dedicated to making sure that the resources that I was getting this information from were like A1. I wasn't outdated with any information. I wasn't just copy pasting from other guides. Like I wanted to make sure I was researching so much and gathering so much knowledge and then rewriting everything, organizing things in ways that works for my brain to understand, adding media, writing the tests at the end of the chapter for review. Like there was so much that went into it. And then not only that, but the design element of it, like I'm saying, perfectionist. So that element was like crazy. So a good reference point for that is like when we do the newsletter for our DeCourcy Beauty Lounge clients and DeCourcy Beauty subscribers, we do a monthly newsletter, which you can sign up with in our link tree in bio, by the way. But it's amazing. It's like a 4 or 5 page newsletter, and it's just kind of like a mix of a mood board for the next month. And we do some beauty horoscopes, product picks, stuff like that. But that takes us like a good 2 weeks. It's beautiful. We do such a good job with it. Our brains work perfectly together in the way that we collaborate on it. It's like amazing. But in retrospect, a 4-page newsletter taking like 2-3 weeks, then you have now this guide is 125 pages and it's like research word heavy. Like it's not as much about the media as it is about the contents that are inside. So it's like that times whatever, 125 pages. Like it took me so long just to even, create this. So that being said, I just wanted to give that backstory of like how long I've, been working on this to show you guys that like I genuinely believe in it. And this is something that I've like really, really, really put in so much work towards to make sure it was like the best possible solution.
And I think, I'm a little biased, but I think looking through the textbook and now having read through it a couple times, that definitely does translate. If I didn't know you as a person and I was reading through it, I would have thought this is a reputable, seasoned esthetician who put this together, who put a lot of time into it.
Thank you.
Of course.
Olivia's read it probably 100 times at this point too, so she can definitely attest.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had her edit, so like proofread, edit like a bajillion times, so she knows what she's talking about.
I do indeed.
So yeah, just the backstory. It took me so long to create. So it took about 5 years of research, writing, editing, and refining. All started as personal notes, also just like working with clients, and also developed a lot as I was training new estheticians, as I was hiring people for the team. That changed a lot in my perspective and experience and just like training and reverberating knowledge. And then, also just from seeing gaps in the industry. Literally every page is built from both real world experience and textbook knowledge and research. So it's a nice combination of all the things. This guide took so long to perfect because it wasn't just enough to write down information. I wanted this to be a resource that truly and actually works for everyone. So making complex skincare science easy to understand for everyone, both, like I said, both estheticians and beauty enthusiasts. And I wanted to also ensure that the guide covers not just skin treatments, but the psychology of working with clients, business building skills as well, and also practical techniques. So it's really like everything in one. You're getting mainly skincare information, but you're also getting things like client skills, communication skills, confidence building, goal setting, and things like that as well.
The first time I read through it and like understood what it was, I always compared it to, in high school, you're like, God, I wish they had business classes, or like, I wish they told me how to write a check, or like something like that. It equates to that. Like this fills that hole. You know what I mean?
I love that. Yeah, I love that. That's so nice. Thank you. That's literally so nice, because I always said that in school.
Yeah.
I was always that person that's like, I wish they just had like one easy class where it just showed you everything, and it was just like a one, it was so valuable in one. But yeah. Thank you. That was so nice. Of course. So this Esthetician Magician's Guidebook to Skincare is just the beginning for DeCourcy Academy. This is just the launching point. that is not to de-emphasize the importance of this specific guide, because I have put so much time, love, blood, sweat, tears into this. But really just, it's like a launching point. Like this is our main girl, and everything else is just going to be, what's the word for like accompaniments? Like these are like additions. These are, all the other ones are going to be like embellishments and, segues off to other categories, and they're all going to tie back to this like core,
complement each other.
Yes, complement. That's the word. Exactly. Some future topics will include advanced skincare treatments, business development, lash and brow enhancements, specialized aesthetics education, and even confidence building and self-care workshops. So this guide is really just the beginning. You guys are lucky if you found us now. I also feel like another good point to highlight here is like why traditional aesthetics textbooks aren't enough. And that's like kind of mean. I feel like bad for them by saying that, because the people that created them are super duper smart and they're all accredited textbooks. Like I can't say they're not good, but I would say they're not enough to really truly give you all that you need to be in the real world. So many aesthetics books are outdated, they lack real world application, and they don't really deep dive into client interactions, business skills, or at all about modern treatments. They're all pretty outdated in a lot of ways. Like some of it, definition wise, you're not really going to ever be fully outdated, because it's like science about the skin and electricity and things like that are just definitive science, but really just outdated in terms of modern treatments, add-ons, modalities, things like that. Overall, there's a huge need for a fresh, engaging, and practical guide that not only teaches skincare, but also business, consultation skills, and confidence building as well. This guidebook simplifies complex topics into easy to digest, actionable steps, and highlights the balance of technical knowledge, practical applications, and business building. Although this guide is written with estheticians specifically in mind, this guide is also perfect for skincare enthusiasts. So I wanted also something that could be digestible for not just professionals. Obviously, clearly, the Esthetician Magician's Guidebook to Skincare is marketed and made with estheticians in mind. But I wanted it to be fully digestible for everyone. And I know there's so many people like me. Before I was an esthetician, I would have bought a book like this if it was accessible to me, so I could learn about how to take care of my skin and not replace an esthetician, but be able to work with the esthetician and have the knowledge to know how to take care of my skin. More and more people are investing in their skin and want to understand how products work, what ingredients are best, and just in general how to care for their skin properly. And this guide is a great resource for anyone who is tired of the confusion around skincare and wants straightforward, science-backed information.
If I'm not an esthetician, but I love skincare, will this book be like too technical for me? Like, will I still be able to understand it?
Yeah, it's definitely not too technical at all. Like, you can totally understand it. While it does go in depth, in like, it's easy to understand even if you don't have a beauty license. Like, you don't need to be a licensed esthetician or even have like a general understanding of the skin. This is like literally breaking it down for you. Definition. There's entire chapters on anatomy and the breakdown of all of it. So anyone could read this. Someone in high school could get this book and learn. Like, it's totally digestible.
I love that.
Yeah. It's definitely a good tool to like level up your skincare knowledge and make better product choices at the very least. Okay, so now I want to talk about what's inside the guidebook. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's break down some of the chapters and key topics. I feel like that's the easiest way to kind of just give you guys an idea of like what it's about and what's inside and what to expect. So first we have the introduction, which is going to include goal setting, career paths, and understanding where you fit in the industry or in the skincare world.
Quick comment about the introduction. My favorite part of the introduction is the little quiz that you take to see what kind of esthetician type you are.
Yes.
It reminds me of like those Teen Beat magazines, like where you would take out the Justin Bieber posters and put them on your wall. Like, yes, I love it. That's my favorite part.
Literally the inspo. You got it straight on. That I loved those quizzes when I was younger. Like any type of archetype quiz or anything that's like telling you like what type you are, I'm obsessed. I live for it. So yes, that was the whole inspo, and it is super cute. Like we've talked about some of the like technically the archetypes before in one of our episodes. It's super fun to just like follow the little quiz, interactive stuff. So that's what's fun, I feel like, about this guide too, is that there's a ton of interactive content in there. There's also in the intro, there's like goal setting page, so you really can have something to look back on as well, like a little mini journal moment. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff like that. Next we have Esty Life. This is all about the history of skincare, the future of the industry, and career opportunities. Then we have Knowledge is Power. This is all about skin function, anatomy, common skin concerns, which is great for skincare lovers who want to understand their own skin better.
The Knowledge is Power section is also, I could tell you my favorite thing from every section.
Sure, let's do it.
For the SD Life with the history and everything, my favorite page is the history of aesthetics, where you have like the old timey pictures. When you guys see it and get the guidebook, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the aesthetic of this specific page is so pretty.
I'm obsessed.
The Knowledge is Power section, my favorite part is that there's pictures next to every skin condition, and they're not like too gross of pictures.
Some of them are a little gross, but just naturally, like, and not to like judge anyone that has any of these skin conditions, but like anything with like open lesions and
it's not like
raw skin can be technically gross. You know what I mean?
It's not that like I guess gross is the wrong word.
No, I know what you mean.
I mean, like,
I know what you mean. Graphic.
For someone who isn't like trained to look at this, like it didn't make me be like, ooh, you know, and it made me understand what you were talking about in the description a lot better.
I'm not gonna lie though, researching for that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Researching for that section was hard because I'm like, oof, like I have to Google search, deep dive search for like just nasty shit. Like I'm like, I don't want like my editing where I like upload my photos during that section. It was like I'd have to scroll a little faster to get through it. I'm like, this is crazy.
You had to like make sure you ate before you did it, so you don't have to like be starving. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but yeah, that is very helpful when you're trying to learn what these are. Like the best example is to be able to see it. Hearing it is one thing, but seeing an example of it is like so much more helpful. And that's what I wanted to combine with like this whole guide, is adding media that like makes sense and like helps you, you know, absorb the written content in there. So Knowledge is Power is really just science heavy. It's very skin function, anatomy, common skin concerns, very science heavy. Then we have Treating the Skin. So this is skin analysis, treatments, massage, and product selection. So this gets a little fun. This is more like hands-on treatment and the layers of that. Next, do you remember your favorite from that?
My favorite part of that is the lymphatic drainage section in that, because that has always interested me, but I feel like whenever I look it up, it's a whole bunch of information, or it's on Instagram and it's like everyone's telling me something different, but seeing it on one page and seeing like there's this one graphic where there's a map of how to like do a facial massage and like how to do the drainage. And I thought that was, for me, the most rewarding section to read, because it's something that I'm genuinely really interested in. That's my favorite part.
I love that. You're saying like all my favorite parts too. I'm like loving
Guys, this is what we mean when we say our brain works well together.
Exactly. Yeah, and then also alongside that comment about the lymphatic massage is I included a bunch of different massage techniques within learning about lymphatic drainage. So like cupping. I do encourage, if anyone is looking into like performing these, to get some sort of like specialized certification within, especially when it comes to like lymphatic drainage, cupping, things like that are a little more serious for one, your own sake, and for your client's sake. Like you want to be as hands-on experienced as possible. So reading is great, but even if you read alongside doing it on a model or whatever, like definitely make sure you get that hands-on experience before just trying it on like a random client. But yes, the massage stuff is super duper fun in that section. Then we have safety. This will include infection control, cosmetic chemistry, product formulation, things of that nature. So this is very much safety, sanitization, cosmetic chemistry, very sciencey, very science heavy as well, but super interesting to look at ingredients and to understand all of that. We do include like a mini ingredient, like almost like ingredient Bible, where it's like
a glossary.
A glossary, yeah. So that's a few pages, and that is super helpful for reference points, like in the treatment room when you're looking and referencing products and things like that, to be able to look at those, explain to your clients, and get familiar with them on your end of what those ingredients do and how to use them correctly and effectively.
So that's actually my favorite part of the section is the ingredient glossary. One, the design of it. I love the look of the actual pages. It's like, I don't want to explain it too much because I want you guys to get the book and then see it, but like the design is really, really cool. Me personally trying to figure out what it works on my skin. I don't know any of the terms or like the ingredients. So reading this, I actually have I have screenshots of them on my phone from those pages. Aww. So when I'm at home and I need to reference it, like I can reference it.
Yeah, and that was part of my goal for the guide as well, was to have reference points where you can take a picture of any of the pages, literally any of them, and like just easily refer to them as well. Next, we have recipes for success. So this is all about life skills, client interactions, consultations. It goes so much deeper than this, though. It's like confidence building, communicating for success. This is a really, really fun chapter, and it's really the ending chapter for the most part. So it really just ties everything together and focuses more on that self-worth and business management and things along like that nature. So this one's fun.
My favorite part of it was the client interactions page, because I feel like me when people come to get a bracelet or anything, I'm always nervous if it's someone that I don't know or no one else has had them for a service before. There's no need to be nervous, but I feel like I just get nervous. But having like, I don't want to say recipe, but it almost is like a recipe to dealing with any client that could walk through your door. Like you feel like prepared no matter what, because it gives you kind of like those situational like dilemmas and how you would handle it and how to like diffuse everything, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love that element of it too, how it's like it's applying like, again, real world success and textbook knowledge and like fusing them together. And I think that's what's so helpful about it personally.
Like if you're the type of person to think about an interaction before it happens, you're gonna love this section.
yeah If you have anxiety, basically this guidebook is for you.
Yes.
Exactly. And then our last section altogether is resources and next step. This is kind of just framing how to grow your knowledge beyond the guide. It also has a few downloadable like resources as well, like a contraindications reference sheet, a client consultation form sample that you can actually use in the treatment room if you want. It has a few like freebie downloads and resources. I call it a toolbox.
That's cute.
So yeah, that's included as well. So that is how we break down the chapters and key topics of what's inside the guidebook. Now, we did mention it a little bit before of who is this guide for, but I'm going to map it out just bullet point by bullet point. This guide is for new estheticians who need confidence and practical knowledge, for licensed estheticians who want to refresh their education in skincare, for beauty students preparing for licensure, and also for skincare enthusiasts who want to go deeper into understanding their own skin and what treatments and products actually work. So if you fall into any of those categories, this is for you.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
How is this different from what's taught in aesthetic school? So like, what is this book touching that aesthetic school does not?
Yeah. So I feel like school gives you the basics. Like, again, not trying to hate on schools. Schools do their job, but school gives you the basics to like pass the state board exam. That's like their main goal out of getting you through their program. So, but they don't prepare you for the real world clients or troubleshooting skin issues or using your knowledge anywhere past that. Like it just kind of stops there. Or anything in business growth. Same thing with like, we're talking about like high school or whatever, how they don't teach you like tax things and whatever. Like it's the same concept. So this guide fills in the gaps in between that and the real world.
Love.
Also, how this guide stands out from other existing guides, like we're saying, there's so many. I would say there's not a lot in this realm of what I'm creating. I would say it's more in the realm of like lash mapping and things along those nature, which is also great, like not hating on that at all. I feel like this is truly like a one-of-a-kind guide. So it's also written by an esthetician for estheticians. It's practical, engaging, relatable, aesthetically pleasing, might I add. And it really just provides the why behind skincare and not just the how. So you're like bridging everything together, which is super helpful. It puts everything in easy to understand language, breaking down complex topics. It's interactive. You have elements like quizzes, exercises, and goal setting prompts. Like we said earlier, it's also a mix of science, hands-on techniques, and business building skills. So, I mean, how this guide stands out, I feel like it speaks for itself. So this guide officially launched I think it was about 2 weeks ago, as of when you guys will hear this episode. It is now available for purchase online at DeCourcyBeauty.com/DeCourcy Academy. If you just go to DeCourcy Beauty, you can surf over to I think it's the Learn tab, and then it'll take you to the whole education portal. Right now, we have 3 tiers available. 2 are available right now. 1 is available for pre-sale because it is a physical copy. So I'm just going to break down all 3 of the tiers. And again, the reason behind doing this was to cater to all types of like learning preferences and what works best for certain people. So I wanted to kind of change it up and offer different options. So first, we have the digital guide only, which is the instant access and PDF download for those who want to start learning immediately. This is literally just going to be sent to you. It's going to be an online order. You check out online, and then it's sent to you immediately via email with a PDF download, and you can do whatever you want with this PDF. You can keep it on your computer. You can print it out. You can get it binded. You can do whatever. So this is going to be our tier 1 option. Then we have tier 2. Tier 2 is going to be the VIP Academy access. So this is going to be including our online learning platform, which breaks up the guidebook into digestible modules with chapter review tests and immediate access to the Esthetician Magicians virtual community, and also future mentorship call opportunities and expanded learning opportunities as well. The Esthetician Magicians virtual community is a online group that only our DeCourcy Academy members have access to. Whichever tier you purchase, all of them have access to the online community. So you just join, you may gain access in different ways. There's different, if you buy the PDF, you'll have to sign up via email. If you get the physical copy, there will be like a link, whatever the case may be. You guys all have access to it. So this is going to be our exclusive online community where, again, it's only members of DeCourcy Academy, and we will have special prompts, little meetings. It's really just like a safe online space for estheticians to talk, ask for product recommendations, client issues, anything, just like a safe community space. So that is our second tier, which is our VIP Academy access. And then our third tier is our printed guidebook, which is now available for pre-sale. This is a physical book for anyone who prefers like a physical, tangible resource rather than an online resource. I will say this might just be, I love all of these tiers, but this just might be my favorite because of the fact that it doubles as like a coffee table book. It's beautifully aesthetically pleasing. The full pictures of the physical copy are not out yet, but I will give you guys a little teaser that we have gold lined pages. Like, remember those little fairy tale storybooks when you were little? They were like thick and like had those gold pages. Like, that is the inspo for these. So it is going to be so stunning. Physical copy for anyone that really, really likes like a tangible physical reference that they can just pick up, highlight, whatever. This is definitely for you. So if you guys are interested in purchasing and you are coming from our podcast, use code DeCourcy Diaries for 15% off any of our tiers of our guidebooks. Oh, special deal. And that's a lot, that's a good chunk. So don't miss it, you guys. All right. Like we said before, you guys can purchase on the DeCourcy Academy website, DeCourcyBeauty.com/DeCourcy Academy, or just go to our standard DeCourcyBeauty.com page and surf the Learn tab. We also encourage you to follow DeCourcy Beauty and DeCourcy Academy on Instagram for updates. Of course, that is where you'll see the latest and greatest about us. I know we made a separate episode all about the just DeCourcy Academy of Beauty in general. But I just wanted to reshare the mission behind the Academy and why it exists. It is not just an education platform, but a community. This is designed to support estheticians in both their skills and business growth, a space for continuous learning, mentorship, and professional networking. I truly believe that definitely learning does not ever stop, but definitely shouldn't stop after aesthetics school. This DeCourcy Academy is all about that ongoing support and bridging that gap. The Esthetician Magicians private community is a place to ask questions, get feedback, and connect with like-minded professionals. I just wanted to give a quick moment of encouragement for my fellow skincare lovers and estheticians that are considering investing in their knowledge. I just want to say and share, as I always do, that knowledge is power, education is power, whether you're working on clients or working on your own skin, knowing why skincare works makes the world of a difference. And investing in knowledge leads to better results, more confidence, and long-term success. So all of those sound pretty great to me. And no matter where you are in your aesthetics or skincare journey, this guide will be a tool to help you feel empowered and informed. Investing in knowledge is the best investment that you can possibly make. So that is all for my episode today on my rant about my amazing guide that I'm so proud of.
Yay!
Yay! So yeah, I just wanted to kind of run down the rundown of what the guide is all about and give an inside scoop, because when you first see the launch of a program, you just see the name and nobody knows what I know about it. I know every little detail about this guide, so I need to do my best, and that's what I'm trying to do better, is do my best in broadcasting what I am so proud of. So here's this episode broadcasting what I'm so proud of.
Yay!
Thank you guys for listening, and we hope that you guys enjoyed this type of episode. We will try to do this about all of the future guides, masterclasses, courses, everything that we create in the future. And we also hope you guys are enjoying this little change of episode. Every episode is seeming to be a little bit different, which I am vibing with. Definitely vibing with. But we want to hear you guys' feedback. For everyone that does consistently listen, what are you guys feeling? What type of episodes are you gravitating towards? What are the ones that you're a little more, bored with? We want to hear the feedback. So get back to us. Let us know. You can find us as always on Instagram. Before we go, we do have to pull an affirmation card. But before we do that, Olivia, do you have anything to say for the rest of the episode today?
Also, new update in Grusco Guild world over here. I can do
what's gilded.
What's gilded. I am offering hand chains now.
Yes.
So those super pretty ones you see where it's a ring with a chain down the back of your hand connected to a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Really awesome. Really awesome. Just schedule a normal permanent bracelet and then ask me at your appointment and we can add it on.
Perfect.
And it's really exciting, very dainty, very cute.
Yes. Olivia has been slaying the permanent jewelry and the regular non-permanent jewelry as well. So you guys can expect to stay tuned for that. That is coming so soon.
Yeah. Hopefully when we have a camera, I'll be able to show you guys some.
Yes,
some
we can
pieces.
do a showcase.
Yeah.
Yes. We have some really, 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 really fun stuff coming as far as jewelry goes. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys always follow Olivia as well.
Thanks,
and tune into her
everyone.
page. I'm going to pick my affirmation card first. My card for today is I have a unique gift to share with the world.
You know what that unique gift is? The Esthetician's Magician Guidebook.
Perfect.
Okay, everyone. I trust in the process and flow of my life.
Beautiful.
That's actually gorgeous right now.
That's actually stunning.
I know.
As I was shuffling and as you were walking back over there, one flicked out. So I feel like that one was actually meant for me. This one is, I am gentle, kind, patient, and forgiving with myself.
Aww.
Take as you need. That may have been for me. That may have been for someone listening that needed a little interjection, but take with those as you will. I hope those sent you on, a good start to your day or end to your evening whenever you are listening. We hope you guys have the most amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, phenomenal day, and we will see you guys in 1 to 2 weeks, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Bye.
Period.
Man, we freaked it.
We freaked that one.
We freaked that one.
That's it for today's episode of the DeCourcy Diaries. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to follow the pod, share it with someone who needs a little inspo, and find more about us on our Linktree page. Find us on socials at DeCourcy Beauty, at DeCourcy Beauty Lounge, and at the DeCourcy Diaries. Until next time, stay confident, stay glowing, and keep chasing your dreams.